Hello! Welcome to Wheel Talk. I'm Brian, Recapacitized Warder. I'm about to shave and get into my Wheel of Time drag, but before I do, I wanted to touch base. Today's a special day, the Wheel of Time premiere. Tonight, I will be watching episodes 1 and 2 of the Wheel of Time in New York. I started reading the books 12 years ago, and I've been waiting for this since then. And the fact that it's being realized beyond my wildest hopes, expectations, dreams is just so exciting. The scale on which this is being done. My father-in-law just called and wanted to tell me all the things he's learned about the Wheel of Time. It was like, I have never had family who knew about the Wheel of Time, cared about the Wheel of Time, and that was a really special moment for me. It was like, I can talk to my father-in-law about the Wheel of Time. I can't get over it. I'm not over it. Until I get home tonight, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but until I get home tonight and tell you what I thought and felt, it's not gonna feel real. Because this has been such a long time coming. It is actually, it has not sunk in. I sort of feel like I'm gonna get to the box office and they'll be like, no, the premiere is next month. And I'll be like, yeah, of course, because I've been waiting for 12 years, so yeah, that makes sense. You know, so many of us have waited for decades for this to happen, and it's happening in the right way. And it's so exciting. All right, I have to shave, get into Moiraine drag. One thing, wait, we have to talk about this. I am dragging my husband along with me to the Wheel of Time premiere. He hasn't read the books, but he has all sorts of ideas in his head about the Wheel of Time. I decided to dress him up as Perrin. I'm just gonna shove a wig on him and put an inflatable hammer in his hand. Since he hasn't read the books, I think that's funny. But who knows if he's gonna keep the wig on, if he's gonna be allowed to carry the hammer into the theater, who knows? Before we leave, I wanna dress him up as Perrin and just fuck with him a little bit, right? Tonight's gonna be fun. I can't wait to share with you what happens. Who loves long books and tiny warders? Who's so over the Amerlin's orders? Who loves making every novice cry? Recapacity. Oh, that's me! My warder, Pumpkin, is barking on the floor. We're about to leave. We are gonna go to the Wheel of Time premiere in New York. My husband, Patrick, he has not read the Wheel of Time, so before we leave, I just want to touch base with him and see where he's at. Who are you dressed as?
Perrin. Perrin Oberyn.
No, that's incorrect. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you're like excited, and 10 being you're gonna black out because you're so excited from watching the Wheel of Time. How excited are you to watch the Wheel of Time?
I mean, I'm probably at like an 8 or 9. I'm very excited to watch it.
So you're dressed as Perrin.
Dressed as Perrin.
I love that you know who you're dressed as. Will you tell me, what is your favorite thing about Perrin?
My favorite thing about Perrin is the hammer. I like, this is fun.
Do you have a name for that hammer?
Yes. It is called Smusher. Because it smushes things.
Okay. What are you most excited to see in these first 2 episodes of the Wheel of Time?
Are we seeing 2 episodes tonight?
We're seeing 2 episodes.
I didn't know that, so I'm excited to see the second episode.
Perrin didn't know.
I'm excited to see Moiraine. I'm excited to see a Trolloc.
You have been listening to me make Wheel of Time content for about 2 years now. What is a moment from the Wheel of Time that you can't stand it? You're so excited.
I'm excited to see, there's 2 that I think will be fun. The first will be Manetheren. I forget his name, it's the fog monster. The smoke monster. Not the one from Lost, the one from the...
No, I didn't think you were talking about the one from Lost. I didn't think that.
Its name is...
Yeah, no, I knew what you were talking about. I didn't think you were talking about the smoke monster from Lost.
It's a fog monster.
It certainly is, yeah. What's its name?
I forget its name.
No, yeah, but I would be curious to hear what you think its name is.
It's something like... Shada Logoth? I got Shadar Logoth.
Look.
I got Shadar Logoth.
You're Perrin.
I'm Perrin.
You're Perrin. So look, if you're gonna do this,
Right now, I'm also.
I'm just gonna say that you have to do a little bit.
You want to know what I
better.
want to do with this hammer?
He
I
has
want to
do
be
a
repairing.
little better. So what's your name for that fog monster?
Derek. We're gonna call him Derek.
So my husband is naming Mashadar.
Mashadar! I know, yes, Mashadar.
Apparently you didn't. So, it's fine. Who's your favorite character in the Wheel of Time?
I feel like the character that I'm gonna like the most is the Gleeman, because I feel like something about the Gleeman is gonna resonate with me. I don't know a lot about the Gleeman. I know he is a Gleeman, and his name might be Tom. What's his name? Tom?
His name is Tom.
Yeah, so
when you think Gleeman, what do you think? What do you think a Gleeman is?
To me, a Gleeman is like a bard, he's got like little music and toys, and he's like which feels like a character that's going to be in like such a like high fantasy world is going to feels like a deeply silly thing, and so that's why I feel like it's going to resonate with me, and I feel like it's going to be one of my favorites.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you feel silly wearing a wig and holding an inflatable hammer?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I find that unacceptable. Pumpkin, don't chew my hairnets. Don't chew my hairnets. So, 2 of the 3 of us are gonna go watch the first 2 episodes of The Wheel of Time, knowing that The Wheel of Time is coming out and we're about to go watch this premiere. What is one thing you want to say to the fandom?
I'm excited to become a Wheel of Time fan as well. I'm excited to join your ranks.
You know what? That was good. That was a good answer. All right, we're gonna deflate this hammer. We're gonna call an Uber because we were late. We're super late. We gotta go. This was fun. Mwah! I wasn't gonna make you.
Feels very itchy.
I imagine like if you carried this inflatable hammer with you, they'd be like, "What are you guys doing?" Yeah, that's fair. Deflate. All right, we really do have to go. I love you all. Mwah. I'm back, everyone. I'm back. That was so much fun. We knew it was gonna be good, but it's so good. What a great night. Pumpkin, my little warder's here. Are you so happy about the Wheel of Time? Was the Wheel of Time so good? I know you didn't get to watch it. I know. You have to wait till the 19th, but it was so good. She loves the Wheel of Time. Tonight was actually the best thing ever. It was so much fun. They gave us free popcorn and soda. The whole event was free anyway, so that was very generous. Of course, the show was fantastic. We knew it would be. It was so much fun to be there with people who were there to celebrate the Wheel of Time. I have spent so many years wanting to connect with people about this story. Wheel Talk, my YouTube channel, has been a wonderful way to do that. But tonight, being in an audience, being in a movie theater with a bunch of other people who were there to cheer this on, to recognize how amazing this is, was so special. It was a really fun time. I feel really lucky that I got to go. I'm not gonna spoil anything in this video, of course. I will just say that it was really fantastic, and I had a really good time. It's happening. It's not the beginning, but it is a beginning. And I'm so excited for the rest of the world to celebrate this story as I have for a really long time. It's gonna be really fun. As a Wheel of Time fan, I'm so excited. It was so good. It's so weird after 2 years of creating content about the Wheel of Time to finally be here right now and be like, I just watched the first 2 episodes. It's hard because I don't want to spoil anything. Tonight was really special and really exciting for the future of anyone who loves the Wheel of Time. We as Wheel of Time fans, we have so much to look forward to, and we're so lucky. Because I think with most stories like this, stories that are this big, you don't get to see them done on this scale. You get to see a movie, or you get to, see a TV show that kind of skims over things, and that's not what we're getting. We are getting a reimagining of the story so that we can experience this in a new way. And all the choices they made, I think, were wonderful. And I'm really excited. It was good. All right, enough of that. Let me bring my husband in here, torture him a little more. He's a big fantasy fan. I'm sure he has things to say. Okay, I am here with my husband, who has not read The Wheel of Time, to recap. Why haven't you read The Wheel of Time? Given that you have a husband who is making Wheel of Time content, you know.
It is a lot of books, and more importantly, I don't want to spoil myself for the show. I'm excited to see all the surprises in store.
Okay. We're going to be respectful of spoilers here. Since you have not read The Wheel of Time, I'm very interested in your first impressions.
I loved it. I feel like I had this thing going in where I thought it was going to be a lot of fantasy names and places thrown at me right off of the bat that was going to be kind of difficult to follow. I didn't find that to be the case at all. I felt really engaged by it. I loved Moraine.
Sorry.
No, I thought they were doing some really cool stuff in it that I don't want to get into because I don't want to reveal any details, but there's some really cool stuff with the 4 kids that they're doing, and that the sort of dynamics at play there. Loved Lan Mondragon. Thought he was a very cool character, especially his relationship with Moiraine. I thought that was really interesting. The battle scenes, just absolutely incredible. I always feel like TV shows get into areas where you're going to require a lot of like CGI and stuff. I always get like really kind of nervous, because that kind of stuff is really hard to do on a TV budget, as a lot of the like Marvel shows, either on Netflix or Disney or whatever, you can kind of
Which you're an expert on.
Well, I've seen a lot of them, and you can tell where
He
like,
knows his fantasy.
right.
media.
Well, some of those like fantasy and sci-fi TV shows, you can.
By the way,
tell-
where's your Perrin wig?
am I supposed to be wearing that?
No, it's fine.
I feel like in those some of those TV shows where you need CGI, you can tell like they're blowing the entire show's budget on this one scene,
Right.
And it looks like it.
Mhm.
This did not look like it. I found it. It looked like a movie. It looked great. Lots of cool stuff set up with lots of different character dynamics, and got me really interested into a lot of concepts. The White Cloaks, kind of wanting, they gave me enough to get me very interested, and I didn't feel lost or confused, but also leaving that door open to a lot of questions about who they are and what their deal is. So I'm very excited to see where it goes. I cannot wait for the next episode.
It's overwhelming to me because I've waited so long to share this story with people. So it's really cool. I'm so glad you came tonight.
I am too.
I'm so excited that people are gonna watch this. I'm like blown away. And I'm so excited to share this with people who are family and friends, and finally feel like I can share this and not just feel like that crazy guy who's obsessed with these books. Because that's who I've been for 12 years. I'm so glad you came.
I'm really glad I went as well. I like I said, I loved both of the episodes we got to see tonight. I'm very excited about the one that comes after. They left at a great point.
We can't talk about it, but yeah. Oh, yeah. God! It was so good! It was so good!
You might end up editing this out of the video, but I would love to let your fans and viewers know that he openly wept at multiple points during it.
There was a
tears.
guy. Okay, so we can talk about this without spoiling anything. There was an usher next to us because
Yeah.
we were sitting by the aisle.
Yeah.
Did you think he was gonna kick us out?
No, I never thought he was going to kick us
Because
out.
I was
but he
crying.
I think he
I was like crying and yelping and making involuntary sounds, and this guy starts hovering next to us, and I was like, "Is he gonna kick me out?"
No, I think I understand why you
I
think
think he
that.
thought about it.
Yeah, I understand why you think that. No, I don't think that was ever what was.
I wasn't crazy. I wasn't like loud, but I
No,
was reacting.
I was paying attention to him as well. I think what was actually
I
happening
thought he
there-
was gonna kick us out.
No, he was actually just more into the show than he thought he was going to be.
Maybe, but I felt like every time I made a sound, he would like back up.
Well,
and
but he
stand
was
next to us, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
oh,
but he was
shit.
also. I also heard him make a few gasps and kind of exclamations as well.
It was fun to go with you, knowing that you haven't watched, haven't read the books, and hear your response and see that you were excited too. That meant a lot to me.
I'll tell you this. I would love to come back on the show here after Friday, after the 19th, when we can talk about
Right.
spoiler stuff.
Yes.
Because I know on the car ride home, we were talking.
Yeah, you had some really interesting thoughts.
Yeah.
He had some really interesting thoughts from someone's perspective who hasn't read the books, and I want to dive into that, but we can't. We just can't. Thank you for coming and putting up with my my involuntary emotions while we watched. Ah! All right, I'll shut up. All right, you want to go to bed? I know. All right, I'm gonna start editing stuff. I love you all. Love you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for putting up with me. This was a really fun night. Everyone, walk in the light
And keep it wheel.
We didn't plan that. We did not plan that. He just did it. He knows. He knows. But he hasn't read The Wheel of Time. I don't know